Commander Ana Rodriguez had seen many wonders during her 15 years aboard the exploration vessel Endeavour, but nothing had prepared her for the crystalline cities of Zephyria Prime. The alien architecture rose like frozen music from the planet's azure surface, each spire catching the light of the binary suns and casting rainbows across the landscape. "Incredible," she whispered to her second-in-command, Lieutenant Helen Park, as they stood at the observation deck's viewport. "She's so beautiful." Ana was referring to the planet itself, but as the words left her lips, she noticed the reflection in the transparent aluminum, a tall, graceful figure with opalescent skin and eyes like liquid mercury standing silently behind them. The alien girl couldn't have been more than 20 by human standards, though her species, the Zephyrians, aged differently. "Commander Rodriguez," the alien spoke, her voice like wind chimes in a gentle breeze. "I am Lyra Lay, daughter of High Counselor Thane. I have been sent to observe your species' reaction to our world." Ana turned slowly, her cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Helen stepped forward diplomatically. "Your Highness, we're honored by your presence. The commander was expressing her admiration for your planet's natural beauty." Lyra Lay tilted her head, a gesture that somehow conveyed both curiosity and amusement. "Natural beauty. Commander, you were not looking at our cities or our landscape when you spoke those words." Ana's military composure cracked slightly. First contact protocols hadn't covered this particular scenario. Yes, I was speaking of your world's magnificence. It's unlike anything in human space." "Your species is curious," Lyra Lay said, moving to stand beside them at the viewport. Her presence seemed to make the air shimmer slightly, a byproduct of her people's bioluminescent properties. "You travel across the void, seeking new worlds, new civilizations, yet you seem surprised when you find beauty in unexpected places." Helen exchanged a glance with Ana. The lieutenant had served under her commander long enough to recognize when Ana was struggling between diplomatic necessity and personal honesty, a trait that had made her both an excellent explorer and occasionally a diplomatic challenge. "Your people have achieved something remarkable here," Ana said, finally finding her footing. "Harmony between technology and nature. Our species, we often struggle with that balance." "Yes," Lyra Lay nodded, her mercurial eyes reflecting the starfield beyond the viewport. "We know of humanity's reputation, the species that refuses to surrender, the ones who built cities in asteroid belts when their worlds became too crowded, who turned barren moons into gardens, who faced the void, hunters, and drove them back into dark space." Ana blinked in surprise. "You know of the Void Hunter War?" "The galaxy remembers, Commander. When an organic species stands against a force of pure entropy and wins, word spreads. The Zephyrian High Council has been curious about humanity for some time." Helen leaned forward. "Curious how?" Lyra Lay's skin seemed to pulse with soft light, what Ana was beginning to recognize as the Zephyrian equivalent of a smile. "Your species does something ours struggles with. You find beauty in chaos, strength in diversity, hope in impossible odds. When our scouts first observed human settlements, they reported something that confused our analysts." "Which was?" Ana asked. "Humans singing while they worked, painting murals on the walls of mining stations, growing flowers in hydroponic gardens aboard warships, creating beauty where logic suggests only function should exist." Ana felt a surge of pride, the kind that made her chest tighten with emotion. Humanity has always believed that survival isn't enough. We need meaning, beauty, connection. It's what makes the struggle worthwhile. Even when facing extinction? Lyra Lay's question was soft but pointed. "Especially then," Ana replied without hesitation. "During the Void Hunter siege of New Geneva, civilians organized poetry readings in the bunkers. On Titan Station, when life support was failing, engineers jury-rigged a sound system to play classical music during repairs. We don't just survive, we insist on living." Lyra Lay was quiet for a long moment, her opalescent form catching the light of distant stars. The High Council sent me to determine whether humanity posed a threat to Zephyrian isolationism. We have maintained peace through careful neutrality for millennia. And what will you report? Helen asked carefully. That humanity is indeed dangerous, Lyrelei said, causing both officers to tense, but not in the way we feared. You are dangerous because you make others want to be better, because you refuse to accept that survival is sufficient, because you find beauty in the void and create hope from nothing. She turned to face Anna directly. When you said she's so beautiful, you weren't just speaking of my world, were you, Commander? Anna met her gaze steadily. No, I wasn't. Humanity's greatest weapon, Lyrelei continued, isn't your technology or your stubbornness. It's your ability to see potential where others see only problems, beauty where others see only function, hope where others see only endings. The alien princess, for Anna now understood that's what she was, stepped closer to the viewport. The High Council will not maintain isolationism much longer. The galaxy faces new threats, and we have learned from your example that hiding behind walls is just another form of surrender. You're joining the Galactic Alliance? Helen asked. We're considering it, but first we wanted to understand what makes humanity fight so hard for others' freedom when you could simply secure your own. Anna smiled, the first genuine smile she'd worn since arriving in Zephyrian space. Because beauty shared is beauty, multiplied. Because freedom isn't worth having if others can't share it. Because the universe is vast and strange and wonderful, and no one should have to face it alone. Lyrelei's bioluminescence pulsed in what Anna was certain was approval. Perhaps you could show us your Earth, Commander. I find myself curious about the world that creates such stubborn optimists. It would be our honor, Your Highness. As the three women stood together at the viewport, watching Zephyria Prime turn slowly beneath them, Anna reflected that first contact rarely went according to protocol. But sometimes, just sometimes, it went according to something far more important. Sometimes it went according to hope.